Standing right in the middle for Uganda. Fernando is opposite number and we're underway. And it is Angola who technically are the away team on the scoreboard, who get the first offense of the ball game and the first points of the ball game. They're looking pretty comfortable with that open shot, and here comes some full court pressure to try and force a turnover from Uganda. They're able to deal with it for a second, but a slip there, and that will be a hell ball. Deng lost his feet, and it will be a sideline ball. There we go. You don't get a cleaner floor than that. Good to inbound. Foul called off the ball. I think it was Fernandes with a little hold. So Kengu will try again from the side. Double team comes triple team almost. That is a tough three-point shot that rims out for Opong, but they get it back. Sami though knocks down the three, and Uganda are on the board. Only had a bit of time and space there. And wow, gets it inside. Look at the strength, just moving his man out of the way there. Fernandes, but unable to finish. Sivandi, Opong firing up the three and hearing it from the crowd as he airballs that one out. Runs it forward, gets it back. A lot of action at the top of the key. And that was the open man. You don't want to lose him on all those misdirection screens. That is not a guy to lose. And he knocks down his first triple of the game. I just couldn't hang on to the ball there. You see me. Here he is again. Shot clock ticking down. Can't quite get control of the ball. He does manage to draw iron, and Homogon is able to recycle out. That long rebound from comes all the way out, but it's stolen away. Sivandi running it back up in the air, needs a little help. Pong driving to the basket, lays it in. And Uganda tied up at 5 points apiece. And, again, round the screen, looking for three more. This time it's off the back of the iron. Oh, it's turned over, is it? Just about. Keeps it alive. He's almost turned it over again. It's going to be an 8-second violation. Well, you see me nearly lost it twice, and in the end, it'll go down as a 8-second violation. You can see the pressure that Angola are applying to the ball here in the early stages of this one. Miguel inbounds. Wow. Nice little pick and roll action, and he's just too big in there. Fernando, easy finish for him at the rim. Oh, that's a good strong attack, but a little too strong from Musimi on the glass, but he's able to clean it up and get a second chance at it. And out. Again, it's towards Fernando. Zips a bullet pass cross court. Couldn't quite get control of it. And that one just out of the reach of Fernandes. Well, it's an out of bounds. You can't move too far. Rather than a alpha-made shot, you can run the baseline. Again, the pressure. It's just difficult to get it across mid-court. I think that's a towed the line. Yeah, it wouldn't have been worth 3. It was only 2, but it fell short anyway, and Makashi was able to come away with it. Miguel sets his feet off the mark for 3. Uganda with a chance to run. That will be another hell ball. There's Makashi wrapped it up. Substitutions for Angola, going to the rotation pretty early here. Tied at 7, 4 minutes gone. And now bringing it forward. Gets it back from Miguel, around the screen. Defender on his back. Nice spin. Beautiful play, great footwork. Fernando is going to be a problem, you feel, for Uganda in there tonight. Almost lost his feet there. Well, they have turned it over. Well, who wants to score here? It's Fernando rocking the rim. Angola 2 on their own down the court. And it was just a question of who was going to get the points. Little shovel pass. There you go, big man. Get yourself on the highlight reel. Bruno Fernando rocking it down with 2 hands. Timeout called Uganda. 4-0 run. They've seen them fall behind.
Let's be early on home. I'm going to take
Just a short, sharp message and then send them back out there. They had started well. Again, this pressure down court from the Angolans. Oh, that's a dangerous pass, and it's got what it's deserved, the turnover. Fernando coming up with a loose ball. And wow, creating space, missing the shot though. Isimi loses the ball. And now in front, they won the lob. There's 2 going for the alley-oop, and it does go in the end. I'm not sure it was quite what they were aiming for, but as long as it goes in, they all count. Miguel getting the points. Pong almost loses that. Which way is that going to go? Well, there's some debate as to whose possession this is. Angola were walking the other way. They thought it was their ball, but it is Uganda's possession. Bogo into the game. Down the lane, is rejected at the rim. Super defensive play, double block. They've still got it though. Uganda in shot clock violation. Tremendous defense from Angola. I think Fernando got his hands on both these blocks. There were lots of bodies in there. sends it across midcourt. Miguel. Turns out, makes his man stumble, the crowd enjoying that. Here he is again, gets to the free throw line. He's got to go up here, 2 seconds on the clock. Misses everything. But Uganda able to rebound and come away with it, so we play on. Holligan around in the corner is Goo spinning into trouble. He's somehow got out of there. Simi is caught on the 3, and he will go to the line. Gosh, just a little too aggressive on the closeout. Simi with 5 points so far. Can't make it 6 on the second free throw. Third one does go. Wow. Still looking for options. Running out of clock here now, Angola. Oh, fighting through the contact was Fernando. Home fans screaming for a foul. It's actually going to be a Ugandan ball. Sunday awaiting to inbound. Ooh, really just got Masumi in court there. Look at the pressure again. It's so wearing, all this ball pressure. Okay, a foul has been committed by Cisse that time, but the pressure on the ball would just grind the Ugandan guards down as the game goes on. It's so much effort just to get it into the front court before you even think about running a play. Allen back into the game. Again, push back to the halfway line there. Savande runs into a big wall of Angolan defenders. Well, ambitious lob there from the captain. Mahoney thinking a highlight play was on when it wasn't. Ooh, almost turned it over again. They've got to be quick. It's just about over the halfway line in time, but it's going to be a backcourt violation. No, it's turned over instead. Well, he probably should have committed the backcourt. He got away with that there. You saw Masimi didn't want to commit the backcourt, so left the ball. And almost resulted in a transition layup. Angolan ball from the end. They lead by 4. They've only scored 13 points so far in this quarter. Oh, there's going to be another substitution, is there? Yeah. Coming in stages. Anderson Opong, the latest. Cisse. Down the middle to the little running hook, doesn't quite go. Good hands to strip that away. Somehow Uganda break out. That's going to be a long two. Tough transition bucket, but it's only worth two for Sibande. Cisse. Oh, Levani to the rim. Might have even took a bit of contact on the way to the basket. And they've turned it over. And Cisse says, thank you very much. You can't call a timeout on the baseline. You could see that Mikey Sibande turn to the referee and say, timeout, timeout. Not in college anymore, son. You can't do that. Long shot off the back of the iron. Good offensive rebound. Sibande for three. Doesn't go. And good work from Cisse to make sure that Jonathan Comagum couldn't get that. And it will remain an Angolan ball. They lead by 6. Just over a minute to go here in the opening quarter. Off the mark for three is Gakko. Omala. Opong. Clang at the front of the iron on that one. Foul called off the ball. I believe it's Titus a decade. 3-point shot doesn't drop for Gakko. Then stop and go. Back out to Opong. Sibande. Nice kick to the corner. Open shot rattles in for Fayed Bale. Ugandans cut it to a 3-point game, but it might be 5 as they play no transition defense with the clock running down. That was poor really from Uganda, and Lukani said thank you very much. Straight to the rim. Lukani, the captain, able to stretch the lead, but they're not as far away as they might like here. Angola, end of one, it's Uganda 14, Angola 19. Let's have a look at the numbers. Both teams shoot well inside the arc. You see Uganda, 9 3-point attempts, only a couple of them have gone in. Neither team really finding their rhythm from 3-point range at the moment. A combined 3 for 15. I think as we look back at the best plays from the first half, I think Uganda won't be too disappointed with where they are. They had to weather some immense defensive pressure early on. It looked like it was going to be difficult for them just to get into the half court. But they were able to do that, and they found a bit of offensive flow as a quarter wore on. They were able to make it a little bit different early on. Angola looked like they could get to the basket for fun. They were able to deal with that a little better. Uganda, it should really be a 3-point game at the end of the quarter, but they gave up that basket right at the end. But it does look like when they want to, Angola have the size to go inside at will. Make sure you scan the QR code, get access and log in to Courtside 1891. Watch live streams, extended highlights of FIBA competitions and much, much more. Scores and stats and everything you need. Scan the QR code. Bande. Holder back to Sabande. Sabande going the opposite way to the screen. Launches the three, gets caught. Well, they haven't made too many threes, but they got fouled on a couple already in this game. Cisse again. Angola just a little overly aggressive on the challenge, on the dive out. But that is kind of the occupational hazard, if you like, of the way that they're playing defense. They're so aggressive in terms of trying to pressure Uganda in everything they do. You're gonna occasionally get it wrong and commit a foul. Cisse's second personal foul. That's why he's gone to the bench. And Sabande makes them all. And he brings it forward. Little pick and roll action. Three-pointer, will it go? Yes, friendly bounce. Need a little help there, Gaku, but it came off the front of the iron and went high enough up and in. Lead back out to 5. Sabande trying to create for himself, loses the ball, gets it back. 5 on the clock. 3 ball is up and it is good. A response at the other end for Uganda. Fired Bale knocking it down. Well, there's a lane here. Well, in the end it was filled up and Valent was almost back to the basket as he tried to lay it home. Bande's going to let it fly and he's going to hit a 3. 8 points now for the guard. Uganda into the lead, 23-22. This is not what the locals came to see. Okay, there's a man on the floor. And I just wonder whether that foul was after the shot or on the land. Apongo's got called for it. Just wonder, had he already landed when the foul? Can't see it from that angle as to whether it's a shooting foul or not. It is going to be shots. Well, while the Ugandans are debating the merits or otherwise, Abu Gaku makes the first. Ties the scores. Well, there's still nobody lining up. Here we go, Sabande's coming in. No, I don't think the table quite spotted the first one because nobody was lined up. There was so much going on. At least 3 free throws. pushes Angola back into the lead, 25-23. Musimi into the key, tosses it back out, Deki off the mark. And gets it back. Late shot clock, fires up the three, off the mark. Sabande, 8 points already to his name. Shots it forward, looking to attack and gets all the way to the rim to punch it home. Nike Sabande throwing down the jam and tying the scores. That was an awkward looking shot. Hideki able to come it in. Musimi to the rim is fouled. He'll shoot two. Off the mark with the first free throw. Second one is good. Uganda back on top. Double comes and stolen away. Great defensive play from Musimi, but it's turned it back over. Foul is called. It's going to be an and one. And well, able to finish it. And it looked like Uganda had done their defensive job, but immediately it was turned back over. And ends up as a three-point play opportunity. Fernando back into the game. At the free throw line, looking to turn his first 2 points into three. Not doing so, but Fernando, can he keep it in? Yes, he can. And that's going to be a deep three that is a little bit short. I think there's a push in the back on Abu Rako. Sabande to inbound. Hands it off to Omala. Circles back out. Sabande, shot clock in red numbers. Who fires up the three off the mark. Long rebound. Chance to run. Sabande trying to take foul, but he can't. And the three doesn't go. Wow, they'd have exploded if that went in. Sabande triple off the mark. Fernando with the steal. Numbers here. Chance to throw the alley-oop. Oh, he's missed the layup. They were already on their feet, the crowd. Musimi, extra pass onto the corner. Doesn't go for Agu. Well, it's at a rejection. Everybody was expecting a foul call, I think. It's gone all the way out of bounds. Let's have another look at this. Yes, it is. It's Dengu coming with the help for the rejection. Timeout called. Just under 5.5 minutes to go here. In the first half, it's Uganda 26, Angola 27. Well, Uganda holding their own here in the first half against Angola. Remember, Angola won by 22 when these two teams met back in February. Sabande doing a bit of everything with 10 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. He gets a breather. I don't think he'll be sat for long. Well, to inbound. Wow. Now cooking, drives, dumps it off, few pump fakes, and then tossed in from close range by Fernando. Mala. Bale. Nice pass. Oh, but a rejection. No way past Fernando that time. Ooh, 2 relocations there. Around it comes. And now kicks it back out. Front iron on that one. Ooh, able to pull in the rebound. Mala picked it up in an awkward spot. Needs a bit of help here. And it's turned over into the backcourt. He's claiming a push. I think he'd already spilled it into the backcourt before there was any type of contact. Looks to use his speed to get all the way to the rim and finishes amongst the trees. He wants a foul as well, but a spectacular finish. Oh, he's turned over. No, not quite. Behind the back. Pass. That might be, oh, the assist of the game so far. Beautiful pass. Barley with the lay and Comagum with the beautiful assist. Look at that. And now his pass is read well and stolen away by Barley. Out in front, good hands. Now chasing back to atone for his error. Around the screen. driving hard is fouled. Sorry, it was Wu driving hard who was fouled. That's that pass from Jonathan Comerman. Well, a chance for Uganda to level the scores here at 31, and a chance taken. 3:20 to go in the first half. No signs yet of Angola putting the throttle down as they did in the last meeting between these teams, as they tend to do in the meetings between these teams. Chance for Uganda to take the lead here. Wu into the key, throws it up and in, and Uganda are ahead. Wow. Miguel. Miguel looking to drive, slows it down at the end to create a little bit of space and lay it in to tie the score. Stolen away, and that throws it out. Miguel out in front. Miguel chased down. Oh my goodness, what a block that is. Messini with two hands. Incredible defensive play. It looked like a surefire basket for Angola, but he's chased him down and gone up and timed it to perfection. The game's leading scorer up to 12. He's also the leader in rebounds and leads his team in assists. Oh, wow, it's the game's leader in assists, looking for another one, doesn't go. And Wu with the rebound. Oh, just taken away by Dundal. Oh, a little bubble, but actually that helped because it's become a three-point play instead. Well, I think if he'd caught that cleanly, Milton Valent, he would have got his two, but because he bobbled it, he got fouled in the process. Can't convert the three-point play. Simonde trying to feed it inside. Oh, he has got it there. And Cormagan kicked it out in the end. He didn't look favourite for that loose ball, Jonathan Cormagan. Double team comes. Oh, that is too nice there. Bruno Fernando just stepping through the two defenders to lay it home. Yes. Out of the hands of Oblin. Not sure how he lost it. Miguel can't convert, but his teammate is on clean-up duty. Valent able to force that one home and put Angola back in front by 4. Kicks it out. Bandit rising high. Fernando denying him. And that is going to go back to Uganda. Look how high he elevated. He hung in the air, but Fernando got enough of the ball there to prevent the basket. And because they're over the limit, it's going to be 2 free throws. He's yet to get on the score sheet. Jonathan Commodore. And he still hasn't. Well, the shot clock is on. There's 4-second differential. Wow, circling back out. One way, then the other. Losing defenders, losing them in his way, drops off the path, oh, and through the contact, what a monster jam! Belen with the throwdown, sensational ball handling from Dundao and the assist at the end of it. What a play to get the fans on their feet here. Well, there's a buzz all around the building after that. Three-point play converted. Angola just, oh, there's a hold foul there. That's one you don't really want to give up with 9 seconds to go and you're over the limit. It's a long walk down court for 2 free throws. Ooh, he looks confused. But it's his second foul, so they don't want to risk him getting another one. Should out. Mole can't convert. Is there enough time to get down court? Got to be quick. He is quick. 3 needs to go up. Is it away in time? Well, it doesn't matter as it doesn't go. It's just a little bit of a coming together. Don't think it was anything more than that. And the teams can head off to the locker room. So it was a tight first half, wasn't it? But Angola just snuck away in the last minute. And they will go into the locker rooms leading by 7. 35-42. Well, very efficient 2-point shooting, not so much from the other distances. 8 lead changes, 7 ties in that first half. Uganda doing a great job on the glass, but the pressure has forced them in to 14 first half turnovers. That is a lot of turnovers. Sabande leading the way, Fernando with double figures as well. Bearing in mind it was 35-33 with 2 minutes to go. It was that last 2 minutes that really hurt Uganda. Let's have a look back at the best plays of this quarter. And there were some highlights, to be sure, at both ends of the floor. You've got to give credit to Uganda. Big underdogs coming into this one, but they haven't looked like underdogs out on the floor, that's for sure. Look really good out there. Comfortable in their offense. They've had to deal with a lot of pressure but by and large, they've done okay on that. And they've held their own defensively as well. They'll just be a little annoyed at that 9-0 finish to the half that has put them behind. Well, we thought this was going to be the play of the first half. Absolutely punched home. But I think the play that fans like the most was this one. The M1 jam off some beautiful ball handling. So, Angola on top, but not by much at the half here. Uganda 35, Angola 42.
Down on the dribble. It's in the lane and one.
Radio, moving and scooping, driving in, laying it up. Crowd are loving it.
Finds Balo, but turns it over. Now Angola have numbers. Dundao goes up, and oh, baby, showtime for the Angola. Well, here was the turnover. Get ready, open up the runway. Mighty Mouse with the diamond, Milton Valent.
And Maddie, nice reverse finish. As Madagascar not going away. And wow! Dundao with a big time shot.
Canute in the lane, ball fake, off the glass for two is good. Wheels, Dills, takes a little dance step, creates the angle, gets the two.
Oh, it's an unnecessary turnover. Adam Musa finds Omar Rabi, but what a block by Comagum. Jonathan Comagum just said, not in my house, get out of here.
Sane from deep. Oh, planks that one. No box out. And oh, coming in for the rim rocker. Sane. How about this? A dunk from Yambo. Taking no prisoners that time. Good defense from Faye. Oh, nutmeg. Oh, behind the back pass. Oh, a little bit of showtime. Watch this. It goes right through Nyembo's legs. Behind the back. And that was Branco Badio. Branco Badio as a magician.
Are you kidding me?
Papa Nicolau says, give it to me.
I'll go tax to close out. Bruno inside.
Fills it up.
35-42 the score here at the half. But a little closer than many might have thought coming in. Uganda holding their own. Let's have a look back at some of the leaders from the first half on the Angolan side of the ball. Fernando getting what he wants inside. Just too big, too strong, too good. 5 of 7 from the floor for 10 points. Got himself a big jam, which the crowd really enjoyed. He's been 9 points better off when he's been on the floor. He's got 4 rebounds and 3 blocks as well. One of the powering forces, as you would expect, for Angola in this one. The other end of the floor, Nakasabande he's had to weather a lot of pressure. He's worked hard for his 12 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. He's got a couple of steals as well. He's drawing some fouls. They've been draped all over him, but he's had his fair share of the upper hand in that battle, including this highlight punch dunk. Well, the 9-0 run that finished the half is the difference in this game. Uganda spent most of the time behind, even though there's been 8 lead changes and the scores have been level 7 times. Uganda have actually only led for a couple of minutes, 2:21 to be precise, of that first half of action. But considering the turnovers, they've turned it over 14 times, and Angola have turned that into 18 points. Considering the differential in points in the paint, 30-6. They're in a decent spot, Uganda. I think as many people gave them much of a shot, having been beaten by 20 last time out. Beat by 20 every time these teams met recently, and being on this floor. But they're in the game, they're in a position. Can they sustain it? That's the question. All you want to be is in the game at the end, and then you can go, you give yourself a chance to win it. I've done the job for 20 minutes, but it'll be interesting to see what the coaches do here. If there's any tweaks to the lineups or rotations. See, Angola haven't quite found their rhythm. I don't think either team really. From behind the arc. 2 of 14. That's been a few gone in at the other end of the floor. But I feel like the way they've gone inside, that's the weakness, if you like, or the strength that they have to exploit. And maybe even get to the line a little bit more. Didn't shoot too many free throws given their strength advantage inside. And imagine that's been spoken about in the locker rooms at halftime. They do have that ability to get to the rim pretty consistently, and maybe they can take more advantage of that. From Uganda's point of view, as you say, they've made a few threes, but they've taken a lot. 17 attempts versus only 10. 2-point range. You can see it's been hard, but they have got to the line. That is the one thing they've done consistently. Maybe want to shoot a little better than 62, but they have got there, so they've got 10 points from that distance, and you know, out of the 35, that's a fair old chunk, isn't it? A lot of pressure on this guy to create for himself and for his teammates, and heavily guarded. They've got bodies to throw at you, Angola, and they've got plenty of length and athleticism and size, as Fernando is shown in the first half, muscling his way to the basket on numerous occasions. I feel like it's an important few minutes here for Uganda, because the momentum was just shifting. Last 2 minutes, they obviously didn't score. So there was just a little shift to Angola. Scan the QR code. Access and log in to Courtside 1891. Live streams and extended highlights of FIBA competitions and much, much more. Well, Five's making their way out on court. Can Angola continue the run that they ended the half with and build on this lead? It will be they who start with the first possession. Gonzalo across to Miguel. Gonzalo looking inside, can't get there yet. Now it has gone in a quick foul. Well, that's one way, I guess. If Fernando had been bullying them in the first half, maybe if you would take a few fouls. Nice pass and thrown down with authority by Fernando. They totally lost him. I think they all bought on the fact that Miguel was going to shoot that. He threw it inside. It's going to be an 8-second violation. Might be a travel. It is a travel. Again, that pressure that we saw in the first half coming to bear. You only get 14 on a violation in the backcourt or your front court, so they're going to be quick. They've gone inside again to Fernando, and he was running out of clock. But Opong committing the foul. He's just trying to keep it on the floor. There you go. Looking to shake and Bay can fire up the three. It's off the mark. Fernando trying to keep it alive. It pinballs its way out of bounds. Everybody trying to get their hands on this one. It's an Angolan ball. Miguel. That is a nice shot off the curl. And look at the scoreboard now. It's a double-figure lead for Angola. Uganda stuck on 35. 3 minutes and counting since their last basket. Omegon cross court. Zabande can't end that drought. They were 2 points behind last time Uganda scored. Yeah, 13 points ahead. That's going to be an offensive foul. Crunched the defender there, Fernandes. Who provides the release foul. He's picked it up in an awkward spot, but Cameroon is able to rescue possession, but he in turn has turned it over. And Miguel will circle back out, back to Fernando. Absolutely knocks his man to the floor. Miguel for three! Flop warning is coming, a little nod of the head for Celta Miguel. And the Ugandan resistance appears to be wilting now. 4 minutes have passed since their last score. I'm just wondering if they're trying to recall a flop warning in the first half and therefore it might be, oh, they're going to go to the table to review. Not 100% sure what the review is about there because it's nowhere near the line. Well, they must have been checking the feet, but he was way behind the line, so it's an easy check. Again, look at the pressure. Look how hard it is just to get across mid-court. Now they've lost half the clock before they've really done anything. And then almost another turnover. So Uganda running out of time. That might be a turnover. Here's a turnover. Chance to run again. Gundao is fouled by Sibande. He's just wondering whether it's more than a regular foul. He has sort of gone around the waist. Cameraman drawing a charge as well. Referee's having a conversation. And a timeout has been called. The Uganda is still nailed on 35. They cannot get the scoreboard moving.
Right? Don't expect the ball to come to you. Go to the ball. Get up there, right? And don't look for fouls when we're driving. Not getting up there. No fouls. JK, Bruno. Definitely, he's not supposed to. Bruno is a bit slow. Yeah. Gonna put him to drive. Okay, as we go down. Okay. Bruno, switch his view. Okay. Just go beat it. Okay. Right. So everyone else is gonna be running down. Okay. Come and make that drive. Okay. Hey, again, second pause. Okay. We don't have to rush. Right? Don't rush. Get the ball to the other side. Let's get into the run.
Well, I'll remind you, it was 35-33 a couple of minutes from halftime. It's 35-49 now. So that is 16 unanswered points and potentially 2 more here. Well, if he doesn't get a double-double, I suggest it might be the points that he won't get. We're up to 50 now, Angola. Another turnover. Long 2 off the mark. Putback doesn't go. Another offensive rebound. Fernandes gets the second one. Here's Fernando. Couple of pumps, too strong. It's almost lost again. Zimbabwe. Oh. Able to recover Masimi. Look how hard it is. They can't even get a shot away at this rate. And it's a bit of a line drive, that one. Quite flat, but it was the best look they had. And the only look they had. Down the middle. You just look at the degree of difficulty right now. The differential at one end of the floor to the other. Angola are pretty much getting whatever they want, and Uganda are doing well just to get a shot off. Again, I'll get another go. Why make the free throw when you can make a 2 instead? Reverse three-point play there. That is now 20 consecutive points for Angola either side of halftime. 7 to end the first half, 13 here to start the second. They've just ratcheted up the pressure. Zibande, can he bring to an end the streak? No, he can't. Oh, that is too pretty. He just couldn't quite finish it. Punch of the stanch in frustration. Surely now, Gu underneath. No, he's forced back out. Mid-range. There we go. Off 35. It's taken well over 6 minutes. But finally, the scoreboard operator has something to do on the Ugandan side of the ball. Well, that grazed the front of the rim. All the way to the rim, and the floodgates have opened now. Backs away, attacks again. What a spectacular pass that is. Bruno Fernando was underneath, but look at that for a fine. Foul is committed by Comagan, so Fernando will have to earn them from the free throw line. Whistle there, I think. Not sure what about. Free throw is good. One or two. Nice little kick to the corner, but a rare open shot is missed. Musimi had a good look there. Miguel drives, kicks. Back to Dundao. Fernando. Oh, he's just too strong for them. He went for it all on the jam, but was fouled in the process. That will take a well-earned breather. Fancy Bruno Fernando might not be too far behind him because he's pretty much done his work already. A litany of clubs in the NBA. Well, with Real Madrid as well. He's looked a cut above anything else out there in the paint today, that's for sure. Oh, another turnover. The pressure has just forced so many mistakes, so many rushed moments. 19 turnovers, 24 points from those turnovers. Kenny. Offensive foul. I must admit, I didn't quite see what he did, Fernando, but he had his hand up. I have to admit to it. again, even now, they've got a comfortable lead, but look at the pressure they're still applying to the ball. It's so hard just to pass it in the vicinity of a teammate. Well, are they going to review who that touched last? I think they might. It's been a challenge call. Hard to tell. It might be this angle. I have to see something to overturn it. I'm sure it's clear cut from that. I think they got it right first time. Stays Angolan ball. Caney around the screen. Roll to the basket. He's done well to pull that in. That was not an easy catch from Mukashi there. And he's turned it into points. Bale off the mark for three. Offensive rebound. Haven't been too many of them. Well, there's a man down. I think Fernando's hurt himself. He's behind the stanchion. Looks like a knee or potentially an ankle. That is a worry. He's clutching his knee. With 2 more games to come this weekend. I mean, you've seen already tonight how important he is for this team. And there's a sort of stunned hum. Just to hope that it's not too bad. Well, let's just hope it's an impact thing. And we'll see what's happening. Oh, his leg has kind of got stuck between 2 players. Well, I think he's going to get back up before they put the ice on, so that's a decent sign. Can he put weight on it? No, fans are hoping it's not too serious. He's hobbling off under his own steam. But that is a massive, massive concern for everybody connected with Angola. The one man they didn't want to see hobble out. Well, I'm pretty confident we won't see him for the rest of today. He's done his work, and even if it's just a minor knock, there's no point in taking the risk. But will he be back is the more pressing question for Egypt on Saturday and Mali on Sunday. Well, there's argument over possession here, so I think they're going to go to the monitor and review it. Kevin Korkila sitting in reserve. The Bourgogne Bressman. A bad backup to have, is it? There's a guy who averages 10 and 6 in the French league. Won European silverware this year. Unless they're looking to see if it was a deliberate foul. It just looks like he's landed accidentally and he's ended up between two players. So it's kind of got stuck. If you look at, oh, he's not even looking, he's looking where the ball is. And if the other player wasn't behind him, I don't think it would have mattered either. I don't think you can call a foul for that. No foul, it is going to be a Ugandan ball as they had possession. Korkila can finally come into the game. Oh, it's going to be a 5-second violation after all of that. He couldn't even get the ball in. Turnovers galore in this one, all different types of turnovers as well. 22 in total now. We've seen backcourts, we've seen 8 seconds, we've seen 5 seconds, and we've seen 3-pointers as well. Miguel from behind the, Lucani from behind the arc. Shot clock. Sabande. Lobbed up, and there he is. Well, I said not a bad replacement to have. And there is the first points of the game for Korkila. Little step back. Did he get all the way back? Doesn't matter, it didn't go. And the rebound is secured by Angola. Kenny. Around the screen, has room for another three and rattles in. Another three. But a quick response at the other end from Massimi. Miguel back out to McClaney. Trout baiting him for another one. He's going to do it. No, off the rim. Roquela, as he always is on the offensive glass. Such a problem for defenders with his strength and his athleticism and his patience on that occasion. Three rattles in for Ballet. Oh, it's stolen away by Ballet as well, and he lays it home. So 5 points in the brink of the eye for FIBA Ballet. Well, suddenly the threes are flying in all over the place. They couldn't buy one in the first half, but boy, they've been knocking them down here in the third. Just pull it, pull it. That's what the crowd are saying, and why not? Unbelievable shooting here in the third quarter from Angola, from behind the arc. Absolutely raining threes. Oh, and the rejection. Kokula throwing it out. Bench loving that. Listen to the crowd. They are right into this game now. Loving the last few minutes. The threes at one end, the blocks at the other. All right, has to be something special here. Go. Half a second left. I don't think there's enough time for that. Well, powered away, really. They took a 7-0 run into the quarter. They turned it into a 20-0 run. And they are away and in control, Angola. End of the three. Uganda 46, Angola 73. Wow. The three-point shooting was a bit of a problem early on, but they're up to 7 makes now after that flurry at the end of the quarter. Well, look back at some of the top plays. Fernando is certainly involved in many of them in the early stages before his injury. But it was one-way traffic. 31 points they had in that quarter as the lead grew and grew and grew. They won that period by 20. And Uganda, who had 35 points after 18 minutes, have only 46 after 30. And we said at the top, could they cope with the offensive firepower? Well, they did for a long period, but eventually they have wilted in the face of some impressive shooting and some high-level defense. That's really been what it's been built on. All that pressure, all those turnovers. 22 points, 22 turnovers, sorry, 29 points off those turnovers. Underway in the fourth here. Angola cruising at 73-46. Oh, Cisse is rejected. Is it a travel? He didn't seem to let go of it, and it is called a travel. I think he just got two hands on that. Oh, trapped at the corner. He's able to get out on. He's going to launch the three, and he's going to string it. What a shot. Caney directing traffic. Miguel looking to carry on the hot streak. Well, that hit the net, but only the front of it. Good steal. Wong trying to get his team running. He's pushing the pace. Little stutter. Spins back to the mid-range. Saved, dangerously so. And it's going to stay with Uganda. Almost another 5-second violation there. Well, anything you can do, we can do too. Wale knocking down the threes for fun. Caney. Foul called. Basket won't count. Foul was on the original shot from Brush McCushy. This is the foul there. So Kokula's putback doesn't count. Kokula said that's what he does. He earns his money on the offensive glass. He's a great defensive player as well, but he beats teams on the offensive glass, and we've already seen a few examples of that today. Ran out of room there, Pong. They've been doubling him up, and he nearly turned it over a moment ago. He did there. Caney, lovely pass cross court. Miguel back to the captain. And neither of them wants to shoot. Miguel will, and Miguel will knock down yet another triple. His third of the game. That's some nice footwork from Paella. Couldn't be, could it? No, not this time. From Miguel. 17 points to his name. 6 assists as well. Okila just wanting that ball more than anybody else. Well, he thought he'd squeeze that away before a jump ball could be called. Oh, I'm not sure. Maybe it was one of the guards on the ground. Well, he's back on his feet. There's been plenty of attention for Bruno Fernando on the sideline. Deep three off the mark. Cisse with the rebound. Got to go forward. Almost ran out of time there. Okolo realized he was in a mismatch, which meant somebody else was too, so he took the foul. Barley. Clock getting low. It's got to go up. Oh, he's lost the ball. Costa comes up with it. Angola trying to run, but running out of room with Cisse. Hand check foul. Marley. Oh, it's lost there. Another turnover. Mukaney in no rush now. Why should they be? Up 27. Got this game in complete control. The quicker the clock ticks, the better, really. Oh, beautiful from Bamba Cisse. Stepping one way, then the other to the finger roll. Savande back into the game, will inbound. Takes it from Comaga. Opong. 5 on the clock. Savande's in a terrible spot here. It's got to go up. It's going to be a shot clock violation. Don't think he got that off in time. Or maybe he did, because we play on. Oh, he's still going. How's he kept the ball there? Mukaney looked like he lost it, but found it again. Sibande. Foul. Nearly got that one to go. Then you. A good old slap, but he's still got the ball up. Second foul on Manuel. Well, they collided into each other. A couple of Angolans there. They're able to come away with the ball still. Cisse. Well, hopeful look at the referee for a foul there from Manuel. A little strong off the glass. Okay, he has his pocket pick, but there's a foot in there, I think, is there? It's actually Kane's foot, so it's going to be a Ugandan ball. Yeah, it is, yeah. Lost his feet there, Joe. Slightly unorthodox. Oh, there's a tangle of legs. Tony Doe. Well, the free throw shooting hasn't been great today at either end. It's been passable, but not great. McCaney drives, kicks. No good on the three from Doe. Angola over the limit, so these fouls are a long walk down court for free throws, and you feel like at this stage of the game, basically up 30, you just want the clock running. It's actually the first point of the game for Jonathan Comigan. And he makes both of them. Drew a blank from the free throw line on his previous trip. Well, everybody's shooting threes now. Abu Gato getting involved in the party. It's a foul. He sort of shoved him out of the way after he lost the ball in an attempt to regain it. Another one. Why not? Why not another one? Kaku with back-to-back threes. Well, they really struggled in the first half, but 10 for 29, 34%, you take that. That'll hit the clock, so it'll be out of bounds. Bit too much aggression there. Ooh, just bobbled for a second. Not quite from Doe. Looking for his first points. Again, just wonder whether, obviously it's what they're trying to do. Might get that again if people are all walking about. I just wonder whether they'd be minded just to ease back a little bit, Angola, and just get this game over with. Prolonging it, I'm sure does them any good. Oh, nice pass. Little step away, doesn't go. Bats it out, good work on the rebound to keep that alive from Doe. Shot clock low here. It's going to have to go up from nearly half court. Off the mark. Vande pulls in the rebound. Drives. Kicks it out. Shot doesn't go from the pole. Vande penetrates, kicks. Cole's going to have to launch that off the side of the board. Look at the big man running. Will he get caught or will he chase him down? And he's fouled from behind. You could see he was looking in both rear view mirrors, left and right. Can I beat them? Saw them chasing him down. And he did enough to get himself to the free throw line. Oh, they were enjoying that. The sight of Isla Manuel out in the open court, chasing hard, trying to beat everybody else down court. 35 years of age now. Free throw is not kind. Into the final 2 minutes, Angola are about to punch their ticket for the second round, but they've still got plenty of business to deal with this weekend. And game days 4 and 5 in this Group D of the African section of the World Cup qualifiers. It took them a fair while to put their foot on the gas and get away. 20-0 run around half-time, the decisive moments. But they have tougher tasks still to face. Egypt and Mali, Saturday and Sunday, loom on the horizon. The other way round for Uganda. Foul against Peter Obleng. So Brash Makashi will go to the line. They've been treated to some entertainment. The fans in attendance tonight, for sure. We've got a little concern onto the health of Bruno Fernando when he hobbled out. Although the sight of him wandering around the bench might ease some of those concerns. We'll see. We'll see at the weekend as to whether he can play. Simi at full speed. Well, if you're going to be a camera operator on the baseline, you've got to be ready. People coming your way. First one is good from Musimi. Tipped off the ring by Gold. Final minute of the contest. Well, referee points to the floor. It doesn't matter because both teams are long since over the limit. It's been a lot more stop-start this fourth quarter than you would normally imagine a 59-91 game to be. They've still been very aggressive. Defensively, both teams. Well, the crowd enjoying everything he does, don't they? And he's playing up to them as well. Well, turnover. Even to the last, they're pressing up court, forcing turnovers. 28 now. Good strength from Gaku. I think the fans are hoping for 100. It feels like it might be a little too far of a stretch. Although if you keep fouling, you'll lengthen the clock enough. And both are made. Surely the last offense now for Angola. Kane is out of bounds. I think the roof would have come off if he hit that three. But not to be. Just didn't quite get his geography right, that heel on the back line. I really don't understand that. With 10 seconds to go, I'm not sure why you're fouling. Because if you're playing for the points, you're just giving them an opportunity to score. Well, he only makes one, I guess. Kept in play. Chance for one last one. Mulcahy wants it. He's got to get it off. He does. And he misses. And that will do it. Big win for Angola. Their ticket is punched.